Hello everyone, welcome to another Monday movie. I'm Mr. Blue Summers. So this week I'll be showing you a quick technique that you can use to bake faraway objects. What we're going to do is create some high poly objects in the foreground, render them out flat, and then apply that to a plane that we can position far away. Now this will lower your render times, it can speed up your viewports, and it can even prevent computer crashes due to overloading the system. So let's get started. For this example, I'll be creating some AEC trees. You can find them under the Create panel, Geometry, AEC Extended, and I'll pick Foliage. And let's go ahead and use the American Elm. And this is a fantastic example because each of these trees is about 20,000 polygons that we can now compress down to just one. So I'm going to make a few more of these trees here. I'm just going to Shift, drag, copy, different seed. I'll just line up 3 of them. And you can already see that it's starting to slow down my system just with these 3 trees. So now that I've got these set up, we need to take a render. I'm going to switch over to my front viewport, right click on perspective, views, front. Looks like I actually used left, so front, views, left. There we go, there are the trees. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on them and take a render. Perfect. So here we have the color map, and if you click on the toggle alpha channel, you can see the alpha channel that we're going to be using for this. So we'll go back here. I'm going to click on Save Image, and that's going to save it out. And I'm going to save it as trees.tga. So it's going to be a Targa image. A Targa image. And the reason that we use this is because we can put the alpha channel in with the color map. And I'll show you how to pull that back out in the next step. So save it out as trees. Click OK. As for these parameters for the Targa image control, just leave them at their defaults. We don't need to set anything here. So click OK. Great, we got what we needed. So I'm going to delete these trees, and instead I'm going to create a plane in the same viewport. Just like that, a plane. 640 by 480, I believe is the default. So I'm going to size this according to the size of my render that I just took, which is 640 by 480, the default size. The length and width segments, I'm just going to set them to 1, so this is all 1 polygon. And then for the last step, we need to apply that render we just took as a material to this polygon. I'm going to open my material editor, pick an empty material and apply it, show it in the viewport. And we want to bring in the render we just took as the diffuse map. So I'll click on my bitmap swatch, click on bitmap, and then click OK. And I'll select the trees image that I just created and open. Great, so now we've got the color map. Now we need to create the opacity map. Before we leave the diffuse map, we should set the alpha source to none. We want this image to be opaque completely because of the color map. If we go back out to the parent material and then click drag the color map into the opacity slot, we can click OK to create a copy. And there's one more change that we need to make in order to have this technique work. Right here in this group, mono channel output, click on alpha. And that instructs this channel to pull alpha information off of the .tga file that we brought in. And you can see it change right up here in the preview. So it looks like we're all set. If I change my background color, for example, we can actually see how well this works out. I'm going to click on Rendering, Environment, Hotkey 8, and I'm going to change my background color from black to white, and click OK. Close that. Let's take another render and see how well this worked out. And there you have it. Using only one polygon, I've baked down about 60,000 polygons. And now I can create as many trees as I want through basic replication. You just shift, drag, copy, shift, drag, copy, and now I can create a whole forest. Thanks for tuning in to another Monday Movie. You can find all of my Monday movies, as well as tutorials, resources, and downloads at my website, www.mrbluesummers.com.